So prayer can happen just when you need it, or just when you happen to be at church where you know it's going to happen. But it's best if prayer is a discipline. It's best if prayer is something that you do regularly. You have a certain time every day where you set aside a little bit of time and you pray. And, of course, this is one good thing about praying before your meals and praying before you go to bed and praying before you go about your day. These are times of the day where you actually do slow down and you pray. But there are also times of the day when you don't necessarily pray for very long because, you're about to go to bed. You're tired, you're sleepy. If you try to do extended prayer, you're probably just going to fall asleep. It's in the morning, you're rushing around, you got to get to your work. You're sitting down in front of your food, and you don't want to be that guy who prays so that everybody else's food gets cold. So, the Small Catechism recommends short prayers for those occasions, short and sweet. And the Lord's Prayer is also short and sweet, things that will fit into a busy routine. And so that is a regimen already. But if you can also make time for a longer, it doesn't have to be very long. Believe me, 5 minutes of protracted prayer can feel very long, but it's really only just 5 minutes when you get done, and it didn't take much out of your day. That is a discipline that if you learn, it will pay you dividends. And the fact that it's a discipline doesn't remove genuineness from it. It just means that you make yourself slow down and do the thing that you actually want to do anyway. It's sort of like if a parent decides he's got to spend quality time with his children. I'm at work so much, I only see them for a little bit. I've got to make sure I just sit down and do something with them for 15 minutes a day. Sometimes it's going to be more than that, but at least 15 minutes a day. I don't think there are very many people who say, no, I'm not going to do that because it'll be all rote. I'll just sit down with him and we'll just go through the motions, and I'll be glancing at my watch, and eventually the 15 minutes will go up and I'll be like, okay, good. Now I can go do something I actually want to do. No, you have to work to set aside the 15 minutes. But once you did it, and once you sit down with the kid and you start interacting, quality time will happen. It will be genuine, even if you had to schedule it in, even if you had to work for it, and even if even if it was a very hard routine to put into place. Once you're doing it, it'll happen. It will be genuine. And prayer is the same way.